Hello. Thanks for joining us again on the channel. Okay, yes, we've tried so many of these. Too many probably. But this one stands out. It caught me off guard. Let's figure out why together. Quick note before we begin. There's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Opening things up, our first reviewer gives us their take.
This reviewer decided to purchase this mobile hotspot despite being aware of some background legal issues involving the manufacturer, feeling confident that this newer unit would not be affected. The primary need was for a dependable internet connection for remote work while camping in an area with poor cell reception, and our reviewer found that this device delivered a rock-solid performance. Using a third-party SIM card, it provided decent speeds and a stable signal where their own smartphone struggled to connect, proving its worth almost immediately. The client was particularly impressed by the device's usability and design. With a form factor nearly identical to a slim smartphone, its operation is incredibly straightforward, relying on a single button to power on and off. The initial setup was a breeze, requiring only the insertion of a SIM card and the configuration of a network name and password, all without needing to install a dedicated app. One of the most remarkable features noted was the powerful Wi-Fi range, which was strong enough to penetrate an all-metal building from the outside, effectively acting as a signal booster. However, the experience wasn't without a few complaints. The smartphone-like design makes one want to protect it, but the lack of available cases left our reviewer feeling the need to baby the device. This design also meant the power button was easily pressed by accident while in a pack, a minor annoyance that required finding a specific pocket to prevent it from turning on unintentionally. A more technical drawback was the lack of support for a specific frequency band, which is a significant downside for users of certain mobile carriers. Finally, the reviewer noted some security considerations given the device's country of origin, urging potential buyers to be mindful. Despite these issues, the overall verdict is overwhelmingly positive, citing excellent portability, ease of use, and a battery that comfortably L.
Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer found this mobile hotspot to be an essential companion during a trip abroad. While staying in the Bavaria region of Germany, our reviewer primarily used the device when away from the house's Wi-Fi, and reported that the signal was impressively reliable, never dropping the connection once. The unit had no trouble supporting two phones simultaneously, and its speed proved more than sufficient for common travel tasks like uploading photos and sharing updates on social media. When it came to power, the battery life was quite strong. With intermittent use over a weekend, turning the device off when not needed, our reviewer estimated getting between 12 to 16 hours from a single charge. This client did point out a slight quirk in checking the battery level. It isn't displayed on the hardware itself. Instead, you have to connect your phone to the hotspot's Wi-Fi network and then open the companion app. The battery status appears there, right next to the connectivity strength symbol. The initial setup process was described as easy, handled almost entirely through the dedicated smartphone app. A key piece of advice is that you must purchase a data plan before you travel. The service offers different tiers of plans, including options for a single country, a wider region like the EU, or global coverage, with the country-specific package being the most economical choice for their trip. A particularly appreciated feature was the ability to convert any leftover data into account credit for future use. It is worth noting that this experience was based solely on the physical hotspot function, as the reviewer's older phone did not support the digital SIM card feature offered within the app.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer initially purchased this mobile hotspot as a solution for living between the US and Canada. Keeping a single phone and number was the priority, so they used the device with a Canadian SIM card for the majority of their needs. Our reviewer, who is also a professional triathlete, travels internationally quite frequently for races, and has even taken this hotspot to France and Finland in the past year. For those international trips, this client found the data packages available through the dedicated app to be surprisingly affordable, even cheaper than international cell phone plans. More importantly, it provided a really convenient way to maintain internet connectivity. According to our reviewer, it worked flawlessly in every country they visited. The hotspot has become an essential part of their everyday carry. It usually resides in their purse, but it also often finds its way into a bike draft box or a back pocket during runs and bike rides. It's taken its fair share of tumbles, too. As you can see from the scratches and scuffs, it's clearly been well used and perhaps slightly abused. Despite the wear and tear, this little device continues to perform reliably. A reviewer has been using it for a year and a half, and it's already scheduled to accompany them on their next trip to Chile. They express gratitude for such a useful gadget, stating it has removed all concerns about internet access while traveling abroad.
That's it for this one. If you found this helpful, tap that like button and subscribe for more. Got thoughts? Questions? Let's talk in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.